Welcome back to Phasmophobia. If you guys could like, comment, and or subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Anything that you could do for the channel will help me put more back into the channel for you. All of that being said, today we're going to continue on with our little series, more or less, where we're going over every single ghost and actually following along with a wiki on them. Going over all the actual details, nothing anecdotal, nothing regarding, oh, I have this experience with this ghost doing that, so, you know, it's got to be this one. We're going to go over every actual detail ever recorded about these ghosts. So, let me go ahead and enable that. I believe so far we have covered the spirit, the mimic, and the obake. I think I'm going to try to hopefully remember to start linking this Wikipedia of Phasmophobia down in the description below if you guys want to check it out and use it to your own abilities. I have no actual idea how accurate it is, but so far, based on the 3 ghosts that we've gotten, it is spot on. I think I've learned a few things from it too so far, so we'll be going along with that, and hopefully it won't take me too long to find a ghost that I haven't already done. I think when I was doing the obake, I ended up getting another mimic, and I was like, come on, all that work putting into that. So we do these on amateur so we get all 3 evidence. The ghost is as docile as possible for as long as possible. And it can still hunt. We do get our cursed possession. I don't think there's anything else really. Oh, that's right. We also get a setup timer before sanity even begins to drain, I believe. So we basically have the best chance, and we're still allowed to let the ghost hunt in order to see some of its hunting characteristics, should it have them. So, all that being said, let's do this. Alright, sounds like we got a little bit of rain going on here. Ghost photos, San Diego 25, and escape the ghost during the hunt. I honestly just read these on instinct at this point. I'm not going to focus on getting the objectives, where I should have grabbed the tier 2 headgear, but we will manage with the tier 3. Go ahead and grab a flashlight so you guys can see plenty well. And I guess I'll also grab the UV light. So our goal here is going to be get inside. The breaker should already be on, I believe. Front porch light's on. So the breaker's already on amateur, which is another wonderful bit. Also, that timer doesn't start counting down until we enter the map. Actually, I'm going to open the door, come back in here, and look to see if that started counting down. I've always said it's once you enter, but I'm not entirely positive. Let's see. I'm going to be saying a lot. I don't know why. Our breaker is in the basement. You can see that an amateur up through professional, I believe. You can see the breaker location. We do get our sanity and activity monitors. So let's go test that out and see when exactly that timer begins to drop. Doors open. I did not step foot inside. That timer has begun to drop. Okay, so as soon as you open the contract, it begins. The breaker's already on. We'll turn on a handful of lights throughout the house, and then we'll probably drop off the equipment we have. Keep my wiki open. I basically just have my phone propped up against my monitor, because our goal is going to be tracking down the ghost room so we can start figuring out what kind of evidence it's going to give us. Figure out what the ghost is. Hopefully it's not one of the 3 we've done so far. 1 second. Earbuds keeps popping in my ear. Oh. Well then. That is some disturbed caulk right there. Have we got a ghost in here? And a bone. And hiding. How lucky are we? Go ahead. If you look straight up and then throw your ultraviolet, it'll stay popped up like that. That rather than grabbing the light to check for handprints and stuff like that, or trying to set it up, charge up the handprint, and then swap to your photo cam to get a photo, that'll just automatically charge it up, and you can pretty easily check the backside. So, I'm going to go ahead and chuck that down. Was I a dummy and only brought in 2 things? Okay, well, apparently it's going to be one of those days. Oh, we also need to keep an eye out. Oh, we got tarot cards. Oh, I'm so going to die. We'll use them at the end. So yes, our sanity has not begun to drain at all until that timer runs out. So go ahead and grab some evidence equipment, get it set up in there. I think I should be able to get everything in there and set up. Technically, you could do this neat little trick too. You shove the video cam through the garage door, you'll be able to see if there's ghost orbs or not, and spot any. Oh darn. If there's something you could do here with the parabolic too, but I've never done it, probably never will. Got hiding there, also nice. Go pop in here. Let's also check here. Not spotting any orbs. Not spotting any orbs. I prefer no orbs because I already have them in. Ah, we got orbs. Alright, so we do have ghost orbs. Let's check our temps real quick. 7-ish degrees. I'm alright with that. Plenty of activity. Wow, bro is throwing. We'll go ahead and leave that here as well. And we'll pop on this light. Karen. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Bro's throwing a temper tantrum. That is an interesting graph. I'm not going to be able to do anything based off of that yet. We'll go ahead and grab these last 3 items. We might come back out here for more dots, the other book, and the other spirit box, because they do help us by increasing the chance of getting those evidences, because these are chance evidences. Technically, spirit box isn't chance evidence, but if the ghost is outside of the range of the spirit box, it's not going to respond to you. If you increase the range, you get more chance for response. There's you. Go ahead and place you there. And we'll check spirit box real quick. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? That is going to be interesting. So we just had visual dots, which means it cannot be a Goryo. We'll get into that whenever we get Goryo. And it was not giving me spirit box, despite the fact I was on top of the dots of the ghost. Pretty much that means that it's not going to give us spirit box. No Onryo. Also, if you had that, but without the ghost orb so far. Oh, no, I didn't realize that, oh, because I have that. If you had that, but you didn't have the ghost orbs yet, you would be able to actually rule out the Moroi, because Moroi is for spirit box. Interesting little logic used there. So the only things we need to care about so far is ghost writing for Revenant, ultraviolet for Hantu, and don't need to worry about EMF 5. Oh wait, we don't have freezing. I don't know why I have that marked down. We only have ghost orbs and dots so far. I'm all over the place today. It's decently active, but any of these can be. Technically, Thay should be more active, and Raiju should be more active the more electronics I put around. But before we speculate too much further on what they would do, we'll wait to see what the ghost is. You want to like touch a door so I can check for ultraviolet? That'd be nice. Let's check for freezing real quick. Nope, not there yet. Alright, we can go and... That dick. Very active ghost. Absolutely active. They keep trying to gray out on me. Alright, let's go grab, I don't really care about the dots at this point, so... Banshee could be a good option. A lot of people get Banshee wrong. A lot of people make stuff up because they think that it's what they experience, but it turns out to not be the case. Let's go over these guys real quick. Actually, we don't have to. There's 4 ghosts and 4 evidence items remaining. So, it's going to be one of those. We already checked off Spirit Box. The next we will be able to check off is Ultraviolet and Ghost Writing, but Freezing Temps and EMF 5 are going to be complete chance no matter what we do. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab an incense. I don't care about the photo cam, do I? No, not really. We'll grab a parabolic to text for Banshee. Guess I could grab writing book to try to speed that process up. I'll grab writing book, I'll drop these all off, and I'll come back in and grab 3 motion sensors so we can really test for Banshee. Sounds like a decent idea. I'm likely to... Okay, I was going to say, I'm just going to walk in here, and that writing book's already going to be on the floor, isn't it? Alright, so there's that. There's these 2. Let's go grab those motion sensors. Kind of covered this once before and even made a YouTube short about it. But, with the Banshee, I'm only talking about this one because I've done it. It's definitely worked. Actually, with the Banshee, the Wraith, and the Phantom, they are all ghosts that go towards your location. What that means in the Banshee's case is that it will literally, the ghost model will physically walk towards your location, and then it'll, what does it do? I think it just walks back. Yeah. The other 2 will actually give you an EMF when they do their unique little trait. So, again with this stick, what the hell? Go ahead and get that trick back on. Might actually have a Banshee because it's already touching the motion sensors. So the Phantom and the Wraith will both teleport to your location. And when they teleport, they will give you an EMF 5. Or not an EMF 5. They'll give you an EMF signal. I think it's EMF 2 technically. My brain's just on that one. Bridge today. Okay, you're leaving. Really need to go touch something so I can check. Let's check freezing real quick. Hasn't touched the writing books. We don't have freezing yet. That's not going to be helpful. You know what would be helpful? Salt. I can force it to walk in salt, and that'll give me ultraviolet. I'm going to get it. Kind of feeling like this could definitely be a Banshee or a Thay at this point. Although Thay, I believe, requires freezing temps, so maybe not. Anyway, finish that thought from earlier. So the Wraith and the Phantom will both teleport to your location. No. The Phantom can teleport. The Phantom and the Banshee will roam to your location. Jesus, this dude hates the breaker. They will roam to your location. There's something out of my eye right now. And, the Banshee will not leave an EMF, but the Phantom will. And the Wraith will leave an EMF when it teleports to you. And that EMF will be at the location that the ghost teleports to. Let's turn the breaker on again. Get the salt placed down and be ready to check immediately for ultraviolet, as I don't want to go back out and get more salt. Okay, so we do have a Banshee. Played the game enough to just straight up know that at this point. This does mean that we can also just showcase what I was talking about. Let me grab the EMF real quick. There we go. Oh my god, again! Dude hates the breaker. I don't know why. We'll actually sit back here in the light, and we will try to listen for the Banshee scream. It has a 1 in 4 chance for that, I believe. While we're doing this, we will also just sit here and load up the Banshee's Pro. Oh, hey, look, there's the Banshee doing his thing, and no EMF as a result. So that's another way to identify Banshee. I'd also like to do more singing ghost events, that kind of deal. Let's see. Get to some actual stuff. There's a whisper. The Banshee has a higher chance of performing singing ghost events over other types. If all of the following conditions are met, the ghost event is a singing event. The ghost event is targeted towards the hunt target, and the hunt target causes the Banshee to disappear prematurely by going near. then the hunt target's sanity will be decreased by 15% instead of 10%, similar to the Oni's airball event, or any of the Oni's ghost events actually. Like other ghosts, who the Banshee targets for a ghost event is random and based on distance. Being the hunt target by itself does not increase the chance of being the ghost event target. Ooh, for female ghosts, there are 2 other singing vocalizations that are not considered true singing ghost events. So from those, the sanity deduction will still only be to 10%. When in the dot state, the Banshee will try to move towards a hunt target rather than the nearest player. So I guess normally it's the nearest player. I didn't know that. That could also be very useful to identify a Banshee long before a hunt. The Banshee cannot change favorite rooms by itself in any difficulty. This can be overridden via Sanity Wish. I didn't realize that the Banshee's like Degorio, it can't change its ghost room. I swear I've had Banshees change ghost rooms. Alright, I'm not going down there to turn that on anymore. Ability. When the Banshee performs a roam outside of hunts, when the Banshee performs a roam outside of hunts, the hunt target inside the investigation area. If the hunt target is inside the investigation area, it has a 2/3 or 66% chance of triggering its ability, which makes it roam to the target. Unlike the Wraith and the Phantom's abilities, this will not create any EMF reading. The ability fails if the ghost and the hunt target are on different floors, except if the map is Point Hope, then it roams a couple of floors. And if the Banshee was in the basement or an attic, or any other map. So if right now this ghost was in the basement and it wanted to do its roam to hunt target ability, it would come upstairs, and that's the only case. At the start of the game, a player is selected as a hunt target, so it has nothing to do with who opens the door, who comes out of the truck first, none of that. The Banshee's hunt threshold is 50%, but it only checks the target's sanity when trying to hunt, rather than the average sanity like any other ghost. So if the target needs to be at or below 50%, and everybody else's, or the average sanity is 87, it can still hunt. That could be bad. Jesus. Trying to do too many things at once right now. I need to check something too, which is going to be less than ideal. Okay, I got food on the way and it'll be here in less than 10 minutes. I'm not going to try to rush us to wrap it up or anything, but I might need to stop the recording and come back in. Or what we could do, because hunting by a Banshee doesn't really seem to do anything. We're just going to go take some sanity and turn the breaker back on. Seems like the best course of action here. Sanity is now, basically right back up to 100. Try to listen for that Banshee scream still, so I'm pretty sure it's a 1 in 4 chance. I'm trying to get down to that in the wiki, but it's not telling me anything about it yet. I don't think I've ever had a Banshee be so aggressive against a breaker, though. Banshee will react to incense lit by other players within a range, but this will not allow for completion of the repel a ghost while it is hunting, because the repel actually goes, the ghost has to be chasing you. So the Banshee, I heard something. The Banshee in this case will have to actively be chasing, meaning have a line of sight on the target in order for the repel to count. So that could be another thing. If you see the ghost, you feel like you have line of sight, and then you repel and hide. and you go and check your objectives and you don't have it, it's likely a Banshee. Hmm. Wow, it really doesn't talk about the Banshee screaming here at all. That's going to be a point against it. I don't think I was expecting it. I was definitely expecting it to go into some detail about that. That's a bit dumb. Alright, well, I can just look at my front camera on my phone so I don't have to worry about pausing for too long. We still haven't gotten a Banshee scream, funny enough. We're not going to worry about the rest of that crap. We do definitely have a Banshee. I really just like to have a Banshee scream so I could show you guys what it sounds like. And it definitely hasn't changed favorite rooms. That's something. I had no idea that the Banshee was not allowed to do that. Now, when it's roamed to me, you guys have heard of throwing some plates and some forks around. It's definitely lingered here for a minute, but it still went back to its favorite room. Actually, I think I'll go ahead and just, yeah. Oh, that's right, it broke this light. Forgot about that. I'm not familiar. I don't think there is any way to encourage a ghost to try to give you more parabolic responses. We have had several whispers so far, and the range of the tier 3 parabolic is quite extensive, as well as the fact that it actually goes through floor. So when I was in the basement, I could have gotten a parabolic noise. I think it's doing, yep, it's doing its roam straight to me again. No EMF. So if you see it roam like that and you get an EMF without anything obviously being thrown, then you have a phantom. If you don't have that and you get an EMF on top of your location without anything obviously being thrown, then you have a wraith. And if you have the motion sensors do that and you don't get an EMF, then you have a Banshee. So with an EMF and a motion sensor, you can pretty much identify 3 ghosts, which is a lot better than using salt to identify one. This is so many, and this is back to back to back to back with the ability too. Wow. Very nice. So something obviously thrown after that motion sensor fiasco clearly has to be a phantom, you know. All of these whispers and not a single Banshee cry. What the hell? I describe it as the pits of hell open up inside of your skull. And you hear the screams and cries of the damned. Yeah, like that. So what, all I had to do was jinx myself this whole time? I could have done that. God damn it. Oh, I love it when things work out like that. Alright, we'll pop out here. That's absolutely a Banshee. I honestly had no idea that the Banshee was not allowed to move ghost rooms. That is just blowing my mind right now. I want to see abilities used. It had to have been a lot. 2. It only did it twice? What? That doesn't... It definitely did that more than twice. That doesn't seem to make sense. Because we've seen that, we've watched that happen like at least 7 times, I feel like. Alright, so maybe that's not as foolproof as any of us would like that to be. I hope you guys learned something. I think I learned it more than enough, more than I wanted to, that's for sure. If you could like, comment, and or subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Anything that you could do for the channel does help me put more back into the channel for you. All of that being said, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.